This week on Our Chateau Life, Lionel talks about his royal life. We'll take you for a walk in the woods that used to belong to the chateau. A proper English breakfast at last. We'll give you a tour of the Outbuildings where we discovered all sorts of interesting treasures. And we prepare for a dinner party with our friends, but careful with the chilies.
So this path that runs down the side of the chateau is a sort of registered walking route. So we get a lot of walkers down here, and we find ourselves so often in the park here, seeing these little heads sticking over the top of the hedge and people waving at us. But it's a beautiful view and a fantastic spot to just stop and just take it all in, really. This is it then, girls.
Yeah, ready? Here you go. Okay. Here you go.
Come on, Margaux. Come on, Margaux. Come on. No! Yes, Margaux. Jump, Mama's doggy. Come on then.
The Bois de la Verne is a 500-acre wood, and the River Vendée runs through it. The wood used to be part of the estate, but not anymore. We love our walks here, and so do Mimi and Margaux. The pines at the top of the hill have a Mediterranean feel, and it's a great vantage point to see our neighbour's chateau, which is just a short walk away.
So, despite loving the French way of life, there are occasions when we revert to the UK.
A little bit embarrassing. Oh my goodness.
Baked beans, closest we could find at Leclerc supermarket. Fried egg, fried bread, and closest we could find to smoked bacon. So there you go. Bon appétit.
Oh, I don't like these ladders. We've got two ladders leaning on each other. This is how the previous owners left these rooms, full of abandoned books and treasures just left to rot.
And what's extraordinary is you see in here, these things here, these are all books that have just been dumped. I'll have a look at these. But this bit's missing. It looks like a little picture frame. And I would imagine this probably belonged within it, which is a little picture of Jesus. Oh my goodness, there's some writing on the back. They're really, really difficult to make out, but maybe we'll take it in. Oh God, look, there's a date, 12th of July, 1875. 1875. That's extraordinary. And
this. It's such a shame, isn't it? Look, this is a really fine work here.
But it's all just falling apart.
Oh, this would have been a collar, wouldn't it? Look, we could
Yeah.
let's wash this and iron it.
clean it
It's
up.
still in pretty good nick,
Okay, yeah, we'll give it a go.
you know. I feel it's something that I could wear at a dinner party, don't you think?
Delightful, yes,
Yeah.
Absolutely. My friends really will think we've lost the plot.
Us losing the plot, and here is a book where the spine's gone, everything's gone. Oh my gosh. Ah, this is just heartbreaking. This is a book of poems. Ah, let's see if we can find the title somehow. Oh no, it's a dictionnaire poétique, dictionary of poetry, dating from 1802. How extraordinary. But how sad that people should not hang on to stuff like this. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Look at that, just covered in garbage. I mean, you can't see the title. Oh, look. Look at this pretty, beautiful. That's almost Florentine. Histoire romanée et mémorable. I'm assuming Roman history. Oh, hang on a minute. This is all in Latin.
Oh my goodness.
Velut ea denum intacta and river.
And what does that mean?
It's not the proper grammatical form. I'm trying to avoid a reference to Life of Brian here. But just it's extraordinary, isn't it? And this has got little mushrooms growing on it.
Oh, lovely.
That is 45.
Margot's not happy about being left
Margot's
downstairs.
not happy. No. 45, don't really know what that's about. And this one, is another blue coloured one. Oh, 45 again. By Alexandre Dumas, very famous French author. Such a dreadful shame that all this stuff has been allowed to just rot up here. Look at all this. How sad that is. Now, what have you found, darling?
Just look, it's lovely. There's these illustration magazines, and they've all got like pictures in.
Fantastic.
All picture stories and things like that. And I don't know, I feel like there's something we could do with them. I mean, obviously they're all wrecked, but with the individual pages or bits that are still good, could cut bits out, frame bits.
Well, yeah, you could frame them. You could do like a whole collection in a big frame, couldn't you, of interesting things?
Of like the interesting bits. I mean, there's so many that are just, the moment you touch them, they fall apart, which is a real shame. But I mean, it's literally just a pile of rubbish that they've just dumped them rather than throw them away. I guess it's the same as us, all those old interior house magazines that you never throw away, you just pile up. But these are, I don't know if there's a date on this. Oh my goodness, can't even see. Is July 1909.
Wow. Is that a newspaper?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
So this is a whole page of adverts.
What is it advertising?
So we have, this is where you get my terrible French, le trousseau royal.
Oh, the royal trousseau.
Lingerie fine. Trousseau.
Oh, what, naughty underwear?
Naughty underwear. Blouses, dresses. Oh, look, English spoken. Actually says that in English.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's made for me. Wow. Lots of things in Paris. All the adverts are in Paris. A poitrine opulente. I don't know what that is.
Opulent. lady's chest.
And piliers orientals.
Hmm.
Don't know what oriental pills are.
I
Guaranteed,
hate to think.
guaranteed without danger. Something consulted with doctors. Something. Oh, they're like weight loss pills.
Oh God, well, it's been going since 1909.
This one, yeah, for dodgy weight loss pills.
Oh.
Oh, this is a play. I found a few of these. I think this is illustration, like theatre illustration. So they've got it's a whole play here with all the cast in. I don't know if people would, act them out themselves.
Yeah, I think they did. I think it was a bit like sort of buying sheet music.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
They would, because they would entertain themselves in their salon.
Here we go.
And they would put on shows.
13th of May, 1911.
What is it?
Journal d'activités dramatiques. I don't know what the actual play is. L'enfant d'amour.
L'enfant de l'amour. The child of love.
The love child.
The love. Oh, yes, sorry, the love child.
Ooh la la.
Well, what did they get up to in their salon?
I don't know. Wow. Look, and there's an illustration of a grand salon, and everybody's pointing at each other. It's very dramatic.
Oh, how wonderful. It's fabulous.
Oh, you've got the cast. Wow. So, Netflix. Do it yourself Netflix.
Early Netflix. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's another play. Oh, they obviously are very keen on these. Wow. There's lots of little scenes. These would be lovely, sort of cut out and framed, wouldn't they? Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, here we go. The comedy of our times. Studies of expressions and things.
Oh, what? That's a guide to expressions?
I think so.
Ah, fabulous. So you could learn how to be an actor as well.
Yeah.
Goodness
Amazing.
me.
Okay, I'm keeping that one. Oh, here we go. We've got some more adverts in this one. Oh, look at the state of it.
Oh, I like adverts. Adverts are great.
Okay, let's see if I can find the date on this one. Got some nice shoes. Nice ladies' shoes. Oh, perfume from Grasse, which is where they make all the perfumes. Fleur de Rose. Here we go. Advert for automobiles. Automobiles motor block. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it looks like an engine to me, darling.
But why would they just be advertising an engine?
Well, I don't know.
This is 15th of July 1909. We've got some more illustrations. There we go. Some lovely,
what's that big picture?
lovely fashion.
Oh, fashion. That's right. Early Vogue thing. Beautiful. La dentelle triomphe. Beautiful.
Amazing.
See?
Oh, what have you found?
This is called Les Vierges Folles. The Mad Virgins. Hang on a minute. I think I'll what? Alphonse by Alphonse Esquiros. Doesn't sound very French to me. Sounds like some Latin chap.
Naughty Latin chap.
Naughty Latin chap.
Pen name.
And this is 1873. Published in Paris. The Mad Virgins. We'll tell you more about that. A few sort of pretty items that unfortunately really, really damaged. This crucifix. I lost a leg and an arm.
I wonder if that came from the chapel or just...
Oh, you know, I mean, it just could well have done. But then I also imagine, being good Catholics, that they probably had one in every bedroom above the bed,
Yeah,
wouldn't
would
they,
have done,
normally?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Oh, no, I do. It's the Virgin Mary. Amazing. That's quite detailed, actually, isn't it? Take that. Take that downstairs.
Difficult to see in this light.
And then here. Oh, is that? Oh, it's another one. Pretty little thing. Extraordinary. Oh, and another one. Oh, covered in cobwebs. This is not Hollywood cobwebs.
It's a genuine.
This is very light. It feels like it's made of sort of a plaster. But again, it's got quite a lot of detail. This is quite nice, isn't
Picture
it?
there.
Uh-oh. Okay, ready?
Oh, it's just completely faded.
We could take, actually, I'll tell you what we could do is we could take this and we'll copy it and stick it through Photoshop. Oh, you stick it through that other bit of software that we've got, the AI software, and see if we can pull anything off it.
Give it a try.
And we could give it a go.
Oh, look, there's some pearls there as well. Do you think that will pay for? We'll sell these. That will pay for doing the kitchen.
I'm sure they're
Yeah.
genuine. Do you think they're
Incredibly
genuine?
valuable. Yeah, they've just been
They're really heavy knots. And this, oh, it's a little, like a little pochette for,
Oh, for glasses, probably.
I think, for glasses. Pretty. Okay. I think it's an old bamboo, yeah, because it's got hooks in here. Old bamboo coat hanger.
Oh, it's quite
Look at
sweet.
Oh, you could. Oh, we could use it for towels,
Oh, yeah.
couldn't we?
Yeah, good
Clean it
actually.
up. This is saying, "Open me."
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? So this
Good luck.
is where we find the gold bars, because it's really heavy.
Or the map to the cellars.
The map. Okay, look, and there's a shaft of light as well. Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, it's a pretty little old nightshirt.
Oh, you'll look lovely in that. Yes, absolutely suits you. Wonderful.
Well, I better give it a wash, hadn't we? Chuck away, aren't they? Oh, darling, for you.
Oh, lovely.
This is nice. Look,
What is it?
I don't know.
A skirt, like a underskirt or something.
Yeah, must be. Yeah, look. Fantastic. Very sexy.
Whatever floats your boat.
Go with the book. Oh, hang on. Oh,
No,
hang on.
can't
Hang
see
on.
that
Whoa,
at all.
hang on. No, hang on. This is a discovery. Look.
Oh, lacy bits.
Oh la la.
Little beads on there.
Yeah.
Hold it up. Wow.
I think this was purchased from the naughty underwear bit that you saw.
Oh, look, it's got a label on it.
Yeah.
Bon Marché.
What is it?
Au Bon Marché, Paris.
Welcome to Le Bon Marché Rive Gauche. Established in 1852, Au Bon Marché is the world's first department store. Experience Parisian elegance with luxury fashion and gourmet delights, all under one iconic roof.
Look at her.
Ooh,
What have we found?
Mrs. I don't know what that bit is. Okay, we'll have to have a look at that in the daylight. Anyway, to be continued.
Work is beginning in the salon. The first step is removing the dangerous old cabling. Okay, what are you making?
Okay, so I'm making a spice rub, but the problem is that the recipe is on the phone. So we're doing here. You can see. So this is lamb shoulder that's been chopped into cubes, and we're going to do brochette and do them on the barbecue. So it's a sort of like Chinese lamb brochette, marinated for hours and hours and hours.
Wow.
It's going to go.
Maybe not hours and hours and hours because it's 1 o'clock and then this is for dinner.
Hours.
It's hours. Okay.
Hours.
Hours
A
and
few
then-
hours.
few hours.
But the key, right, is the meat rub,
Mhm.
which because the recipe's on, I don't know when you put it on, but it's ground cumin with some of this, which is chili flakes. Now, something that we've discovered since living in France, right? Because we're British, you know, and colonial and Indian food and such like, and we love really spicy food. And for some reason in France, it doesn't work. They do not eat, you know, like really spicy food, like curries and things, or like really spicy Chinese food. So I've had to limit the amount of chili flakes I put in the rub. I still think I put too much. I think their heads are going to blow off. I think they're going to take, like, you know, because we've got some French guests coming this evening, our neighbours in another chateau, who are just lovely people. And but I'm a little concerned that they're going to go like that, and then they're going to go, "What? It tastes good," and then they go, "Yeah."
See the steam coming out of their ears.
And that, anyway.
We'll hope for the best.
You know, we're not going to poison them. They'll recover. We'll give them a nice big glass of water.
Yeah. And I am making pea soup as a starter, which is going to be cold, so I have to get that in the fridge. And then I'm doing a smashed cucumber salad, but so the onion is just sitting in the sumac for a bit before I do the rest of it. And we've got a lot to do. We need to
Yeah.
tablecloths, napkins, tidying up, and hoping that the weather gets nicer so that we can eat outside because it's been raining all morning.
But I've had a word, so it's going to clear up.
I
There's
see
a bit of blue.
One bit of blue.
There's a bit of blue, and we've had like masses of rain. I mean, like torrential downpour of rain this morning. And so it's either we in here in the dining room, ideally. See, it's a mess.
It's a mess because
Yeah.
the cats have been on the table.
Cat's been on the table, and the cat's that.
Or we will go and eat outside, hopefully. In which case we'll be out there. We might be very British and barbecue in the rain.
What you doing?
I am whizzing the pea soup. How lumpy do you think it should be?
No, it should be smooth, but it should be less watery, to be honest. Very watery. You have to boil it down.
Darling.
Oh, come on.
I am about to beat up some cucumbers.
Oh, thank God for that. I saw my
It's
life
not
flashing
DIY.
before me. Oh, that was quite good. Do that again. Really mean. Oh, that was
Do
it.
some DIY. Okay, ready? Ready? This
What do you-
could-
what-
I'm
what?
going to beat up the cucumbers.
Oh, okay, go on.
This could go everywhere. It could be... Oh, that's very satisfying. Oh, and messy.
It's very. I'm sorry. What do you mean? The fact that you find this satisfying is more worrying than what you're doing. I
Smash.
think you've got to bash that more than that, haven't you?
No, then I'm going to break it up. Yes.
Look, you have no effect. You have no strength. Look.
What? Really? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Ow.
There we go.
Ooh la
Smashed.
la. Okay, so this is sort of I can't do the Jamie Oliver, jack.
Yeah, you could mind your fingers.
Yeah, well, because I just end up chopping all my fingers off.
We could speed this up so it looks like you're doing it really fast.
Yeah, we could speed up. So this is all chili, right?
Oh my goodness.
So this is for like a salsa to put over the top of the delicious skewered lamb.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Yeah. If you don't know this already, chaps, gentlemen, you should really be wearing gloves to do this, because just remember what you've been doing when you go and have a. Okay, I think you get the message. And I'd just like to show you that I've removed all the seeds from the chilies. Now, normally I'd leave them in, but I'm being charitable and generous. I mean, still quite like to have some friends.
That's still a lot of chili.
A lot of chili. I don't think it's particularly hot.
Have you tried it? Is it hot? Are you winding me up?
No, it's hot, but it's not that hot. Yeah, it's not like it builds. It builds.
Okay, so the way things are going, I think dinner out here is probably off, because it is just chucking it down. Yeah.
This is the base for the smashed cucumber salad. I don't know how much yogurt to put. I think that's enough.
That's enough. That's great.
How's it going? It's on fire.
We don't have many dinner parties, but when we do, we try and go all out. All our guests that evening were chatelains. They all own beautiful chateaus. So we're never short of things to talk about, especially when it comes to the heating. If you're a fan of the UK programme Chateau DIY, you may recognise a couple of faces.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
I thought, as we'd been rummaging through the loft and finding other people's old stuff, we should have a look at some of your old stuff.
My old stuff, my
Your
previous
old,
life.
Yeah, your old life. So
Yeah.
I know the answers to these questions, but for everybody else.
You've probably been bored to tears by and heard my stories a million times over and over again. But
So what did you used to do?
Well, from 1977 to 1998, I specialised in photographing the British royal family.
And who in particular?
So, really, every member of the royal family. So it was Her Majesty the Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, Princess Margaret when she was alive, the Queen Mother when she was alive, of course, Princess Diana and her children, Prince Harry and Prince William. I think that's it. Yeah, mainly. I mean, there are lots of sort of like, what would you call them? Little royals.
Minor royals.
That's the one. Minor royals that we photographed as well. But it has to be said, you know, if I'm honest, really, that the one that we concentrated on was Diana and Charles.
Did you know early on that Diana was going to be the superstar?
That's a very good question. Yeah, we did, because in 1970, it's 19, I can't remember what year it was, but it was certainly sort of like late 70s, possibly. Yeah, it would have been, no, maybe early 80s, when she came on the scene. And really, you have to put yourself in the mindset where
whenever Prince Charles had a girlfriend, like the media would just literally focus on this poor woman. And that's exactly what happened to Diana. And she was working at a kindergarten in an area in London called Pimlico. And she lived in sort of Gloucester Roadish in Kensington, and in a block of flats, very posh block of flats, I have to say. And I was working for a picture agency at the time. And at the end of the day, I'd just jump in my car and go and sit outside a block of flats, accompanied by about 30 other photographers, because those pictures then were very valuable. And and she was a very pretty young woman, and made great pictures. So we just
So who were you selling the pictures to?
So you've got well, I'd sell to anybody. I'd sell to newspapers, but mainly to magazines. You have to realise that the royals not only are people in the UK interested, but all over the world. So we sold a lot of pictures to Germany, to France, to Italy, to Spain, to the US, and Australia and New Zealand. But I guess they're the main. They were the main countries that we would deal with.
So how close did you get to them? I mean, did you know them? Would they know you?
They knew me. I guess you would say they knew me by sight, not by...
Because of your big hair. Sorry.
I knew I wasn't going to get away with that, but hey, it was the hair of the time. And I also had a lot more hair, and it wasn't grey. You completely lost me now. What did you ask me?
Did you know them?
Did I know them? I knew them. They knew me probably more by sight. We would get. So I would cover royal tours because I was invited to cover royal tours by Buckingham Palace. And every time you go on a royal tour, they would always have a cocktail party for us. Dreadful bunch of journos and photographers, and as usually it would be in the British Embassy in whichever country we were in. And so we would all stand in a room. They would give us the most enormously strong gin and tonic, the best of which was on Her Majesty's yacht Britannia. They know how to mix it. The Navy know, like nobody else, how to mix a gin and tonic. I promise you. And the best one is with Plymouth Gin. Name dropping there. And we would stand. We'd have probably about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, in the cocktail party with them, and they would circulate around the room, and be really friendly and oddly very normal.
What would you talk about? I know you're not supposed to say, you weren't supposed to repeat the Queen's conversations, were you? But what would you talk about?
Well, with the Queen, you would be introduced by her private secretary. So the private secretary would go around and go, "This is Lionel Claire from whichever he was working for," and then so you were told before you said anything to her. The first greeting would be, "Good evening, Your Majesty," and then thereafter it was "ma'am," but not "mom." So we were told by the press secretary it was "ma'am" as in jam. So it's always "ma'am" as in jam, and you're not supposed to open the conversation with a member of the royal. You have to allow them to begin the conversation. So to be honest with you, with the Queen, it was. I suppose fairly generic, How are you enjoying it? Was it difficult to get here? Stuff like that. I mean, it's sort of not. It's hardly in depth. It was much different with Diana. A shy Princess Diana, she was not. She was generally fantastically relaxed in our company, which is fairly astounding considering the hard time that we all gave her. A hard time. We took pictures of her, and so from that perspective, she was very relaxed. and she was very, very confident and usually very funny, very funny.
And what was she like up close? Because she looks, I don't know what my question is. Was she one of those people that was photogenic and just looked good in pictures, or did she look that good in real life as well?
But you're my wife.
No, you can take it. I can take it.
She looked better in real life.
Oh wow.
She looked much better in real life. There were angles when you photographed Diana when her nose would look crooked, and when you were trying to shoot a picture when you had an opportunity, when you were close enough, and we were shooting on long lenses, but when you were close enough you were always looking for cover pictures, and if you're at the wrong angle, then you get back and look at them and they just all end up in the bin because anyway, she had a crooked nose. I don't know if she had it done, but anyway, who knows? But there were occasions when really you would look at the pictures and think, no, can't use that, nobody's going to go for that. And other occasions when you had the right angle and looked sensational. Yeah.
And this was all pre-Photoshop, so.
Oh, goodness me, yeah, no Photoshop, no computers, no nothing. I mean, look, this is what I was shooting. This is all transparencies. And this is, pre-digital, pre-everything. So this is sort of like dinosaur-era, this is.
Do you miss it at all?
I think I really, really enjoyed it. For me, it was such an exciting life. There were times when they would up and go somewhere, and then the press office would, the palace press office would phone us because there was no email, and say, oh, so and so is going to this place. Do you want to go? And you wouldn't get much warning, so it would be a case of like I would always have like a grab bag which had my passport and all my inoculations in it, and I would, and there would always be like a pile of US dollars.
You sound very international and mysterious.
Well, I was, darling, at the time, and you would literally just, you'd be on the phone. We had. A lot of us had used one particular travel agent who knew exactly what we wanted, and like last minute flights, all the rest of it. He used to perform miracles for us, and then we'd jump on a plane, and then we'd be there. So yeah, it was very exciting. It had a feel of James Bond, but without the evil one. Well, I don't know. Was there an evil one?
And like, what were your most memorable trips?
Most memorable trips, certainly one of them was China. China is one of the most extraordinary countries, just beautiful. And the people that we met there, despite this, phenomenal language barrier, through gesticulation and lots of laughing, actually, we were so welcomed. It is an extraordinary country. So China is definitely on my list. And you may be surprised to hear that actually the other one is Pakistan. Pakistan, with the proximity to, I'm going to say it the way they say it, Himalayas, is amazing. We followed Diana there, and we chartered a helicopter because she was sort of like bunny hopping between villages in the Himalayas, and so we had to find a way of following her, and we chartered a helicopter that was piloted by an ex-major in the Pakistani Air Force, and he drove his helicopter like a Ferrari, and he could see that we were having a laugh, so he made it even more exciting. He did all like hedge hopping in the fields and everything, and then we stopped somewhere,
in the middle of nowhere, and these wonderful people came out and gave us lunch, sort of like lentils and you know, the experiences, the life that I led for 20 years, it was just second to none.
How do you think, like, being in that world, being near to the royals, spending a lot of time around them, do you think that changed your life or inspired living in a chateau?
No, it hasn't inspired me to live in a chateau. However, now I feel inspired living in a chateau. But it weirdly gave me I don't really know how to say it, gave me quite a structured way of living, because you see the way that they live, and for example, you hear stories of like Prince Charles, the King's valet at the time, and you would speak to him, and just silly stories like, you know, the preparation involved for a trip, the clothing that's prepared, every possible thing, accessory that you could possibly need if you were traveling, was prepared for them. Yeah, I mean, they were lucky. They traveled with a doctor, a surgeon, you know, a royal surgeon, if anything went really wrong. We didn't. But it, I suppose it inspired me as a professional photographer to be absolutely prepared for everything. And as much as one can be, you were prepared for everything, because you had to have enough money in the bank, you had to have enough credit on your Amex charge card to be able to charter a plane, charter a boat, do this, do that, do the other. So yeah, there was definitely, it's changed me in the sense that if you want to achieve something, then there's always a way of achieving it, and you do achieve it.
Next time on Our Chateau Life, more royal stories from me. We finished the outbuilding tour. There's a lot more to see. A whole floor of architectural salvage, all this stuff left behind. And visit the wine cellar with the old grape press. More found treasures now kept in the chapel. And our poor broken barn.
If you like what we do, please subscribe.
And hit the like and the notification thingy, and then you'll get to know when we've got new videos up.
See you soon.